guys, it's me again. I'm back with another tutorial for you. Today is gonna be how to get super glowy skin just like this on a budget. Everything I've used today is super affordable and it's really quick and easy to get. You don't need to order anything I've used today online. You can just nip out and get it if you live near a town or anywhere where there's like a Boots or a Superdrug. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this super glowy skin, then please keep watching. Okay, so to start, you always want to prime your skin with something super like reflective and glowy, and today I'm going to use the Primark strobe cream. So it looks like this, and it's just like a little dupe from MAC's strobe cream, which I always use. But if you're on a budget, you don't want to be spending, I think it's like £16 on, you know, a moisturiser before you put your makeup on. I think it was like £2. So I'm just going to apply this with my hands. As you can see, it's just like a little pearly consistency. I'm just going to put that all over my face. And I've zoomed you guys in just so you can see like the difference that makes to your skin. I mean, this is something I probably wouldn't wear on its own, because I would wear the MAC strobe cream on its own because it's a little bit lighter, but I love how much of a glow this gives you, because you know that if it's this strong it's going to shine through your foundation. So for foundation today, I am going to use the Maybelline 24 Hours Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. So it looks like this, and I'm going to use the shade Fawn. I've been using this for about a week now, and I've got the Huda foundation, and that's like my holy grail, and I haven't even picked that up since before last week, because this foundation, I tried it once and I didn't like it, and I thought I'll give it another go with like some liquid highlighters and stuff, see how it works. I'm genuinely obsessed with it. Like, it's so good. I think it's like £10. It could even be cheaper than that. But yeah, if you're looking to get yourself a full coverage affordable foundation, 100% go with this one, because I've not seen a foundation that you can get in like Boots or Superdrug like this since True Match, which I do still really like, but this is more matte, and I've got a thing for matte foundation. So I'm going to use my damp beauty blender just to put this on with, and I'm literally going to put 2 pumps on there to start with. I'm going to do one side of my face so you guys can see the difference. So look at the difference in that. I know obviously there's a difference in colour as well, because I've got my tan on, but obviously it matches my neck. But the coverage in this reminds me so much of the All Nighter by Urban Decay. It's unreal. And I tried that again a couple of weeks ago, and it's definitely up there with my favourite foundations. I used it for about 6 months, and then you just find other things that you like using. And then I tried Huda, and I haven't gone back to anything else really, because it is such a good foundation, and I genuinely thought that it was so good that I just wouldn't. Oh, that's so annoying. But yeah, I genuinely thought that I wouldn't be able to find a foundation that I liked as much as Huda, because the coverage in that is so full. Don't be scared of my foundation lips, I will take this off. I just find it easier to not have to avoid any part of my face when I'm doing my foundation, so don't judge. So next up is concealer, and I bought this just over a week ago in Superdrug, and I've got to be honest, it's one of the best concealers I've used, and it is the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer, which is a bloody mouthful. But it looks like this, and it is in the shade C1. You can never get your hands on the Revolution concealer, the normal one with the doe foot applicator. You just can't. Every time I go into Superdrug, there's literally no shades left, no shades. And it's become one of my favourite concealers, so that's really annoying, and I don't want to have to order drugstore products off, like, online, like when I can just go in the shop and get them. So what I like to do with this concealer is I'll literally pop a blob here and a blob here. Don't tend to really conceal any other parts of my face, to be honest. Grab my MAC 252, spread that out underneath the eye just where I need it. Like, you can feel how thick it is when you put it on, which is why you will need to set this. And then grab the beauty blender and then start blending it in. Always take this side of your beauty blender where you've applied your foundation and just blend the two edges together, because I cannot stand, and I see it so often when I'm watching tutorials and people do their concealer, and you can see that line there where they've applied it because I haven't blended in the edges. Okay, so this next part is what's going to give you the sheen to the skin that you really want, and to do that I am going to use the Revolution liquid highlighter in liquid champagne. So it's just a little bottle like this, and I think they're £6, which is a bargain, because I was obsessed with the iconic London Illuminated drops. I think they were like £25, so I thought I'd give the cheaper one a go and see what I think about it. And this is by far better than anything I've used, because it's just like, it's thinner in consistency, it's got more fine glitter in it, so you can really like tell on the face. The iconic London one in original, I loved it, but where I'd have my concealer here, it would just be too dark and it would just show up. If my face wasn't in direct light, there would be like a patch there that would be darker than my concealer, and I hated that. So on the palm of my hand, so by here, just literally covered in illuminator, I take the dropper just like this, and I just put a couple of little drops on there, and take the beauty blender we've used for our full face and get the edge that's got the least product on it, and you just dab that on your hand like that, so you picked up quite a lot of product, and take to the highest point of your cheeks, and I always do my brow bone as well. Just look at the difference that makes. And then I'll just carry on to take that down the sides of my nose, and then the other side. And then I just pop a teeny little bit just straight on my Cupid's bow and blend that in. Can you see that difference that makes to your foundation? It's just changes the texture of it completely. So you always want to make sure you've done your liquids before you do your powders. So obviously I've done my foundation, concealer, liquid illuminator, and then what I'm going to do now is set my face. You don't want to set your face before you do any liquid illuminator, because it's just going to cling to the dry patches and it's not going to be pretty. It's literally going to go patchy as anything. So I'm going to use the Rimmel London Stay Matte pressed powder to set my face. This is in the shade Transparent. Okay. And I always set my eyelids because I know I'm going to be creasing all day with my creasy lids. So then for bronzer, I'm just going to use my NYX Deep Tan bronzer and a big fluffy Real Techniques brush. This is a super dark bronzer, but it's amazing because depending on how you use it, it can work for any sort of skin tone. Once you've done your bronzer and everything else, just going to go in on top of that liquid highlight with a powder highlight. I'm just going to use the Doll Beauty Shine Bright and literally just do like the highest point, so the bits that'll pick up the most in the light, and don't pack it on too heavy, just, you know, lightly brush it on the skin in all the areas you just want it to show up. Now this step you can leave out. I've just really liked doing it recently, and this is just one part of the tutorial that is a little bit more expensive, but I think it's the only part. So I've been taking the Urban Decay Illuminated powder in the shade Aura, and it is literally one of the most beautiful highlights ever. It won't appeal to everyone because it is really glittery, but the sun's shining right now, and when I go outside I want my face to be shining as well. So I have been taking this highlighter. This highlighter. It's like a pink, gold, glittery highlighter, and I've just been putting that where my blusher would start and where my highlighter would begin as well. And it's literally just, I'm obsessed with it. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit and just pop that there. It's the colour more than anything that I like. It's like a really pink peach highlighter. So I've done my mascara just off camera, just because I need to do like 65 layers of it, so I don't want to bore you with that. But I'm just going to grab my highlighter again, just the Doll Beauty one. These are, I think they're 10 or 15 pounds from Topshop. You can get them, and they are so good. I feel like this is going to last me for ages. And just pop some on the inner corner of your eye, and it just brings the whole look together. You know, if you've got like the highlight here and here, you want it to sort of all mesh in together. Before I do my lips, I am going to just spray my face with some Fix Plus. I'm just going to use my favourite W7 Very Nude pencil. Just going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Naked Liquid Lipstick. I'm going to pop a tiny bit on the centre. By blending it together with your lips, you're going to get like a more ombre effect, so that's what I like. So that is the finished look, and that is how you can get glowy skin on a budget. Everything I've used in this video has been like affordable, something you can literally just nip out and get, apart from the Urban Decay highlighter, which you don't even need to use. Like, there's no point in using 2 highlighters if you don't want to. But yeah, everything is super affordable, and I would definitely recommend anyone go and grab those Revolution highlighter drops, because they have changed my game. I use them literally every single day. I can sometimes just wear them on their own. If I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, then I will just wear them on their own, because it just creates a nice sheen on the face. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to pop me a message either on Instagram or even just in the comments, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm trying to think of loads of new ideas just to try and get as many videos up as I can in a week. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see or anything you need help with, let me know and I can get those up for you. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.